Greetings family, greetings brothers and sisters. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos. And we talk about Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso has been this country in which many Africans want to be like Burkina Faso. But there are people who are not happy about how Burkina Faso is being run, because this shows freedom and it shows the Africa that many young Africans want, a free Africa, an independent Africa, because most African countries have never gained independence. What we got is some political independence just to keep yapping and overthrowing each other. But in real sense, we never got anything like economical or fully political independence. So this week on Monday, which was 23rd of September, we saw Burkina Faso announcing that they had foiled another coup. And it's crazy because if we can count the number of coups that Burkina Faso has foiled, like they usually foil a coup every month or every 2 months. If we count since Ibrahim Traore took over, we can count maybe 15 foiled coups. This shows you that this is a country that is doing good things for the people, and it's not being exploited. And there are people who want to exploit this country. On Monday, the Security Minister Mahamadou Sa revealed a list of personalities involved in a plot to destabilize Burkina Faso. And it's a worrying case, because if you look at the people who want to destabilize Burkina Faso, you'll be surprised because most of these people are actually Burkinabe. And the leader is actually the person who, the first time, is the person who overthrew the president who had been elected democratically, who was a French puppet. And now this person was overthrown by Ibrahim Traore. And his name is none other than the former president Paul-Henri Damiba. Then with him are former ministers Djibril Basole and Alpha Bari. Former president of the CENI, that is CENI, Newton Ahmed Bari, and former deputy mayor of Dori, Aziz Jallo. The minister also pointed out, that is Mahamadou Sa, also pointed out the support of Western powers, terrorist groups, and European mercenaries in the plot. Military officers, including Commander Johani Compaore and Colonel Zala, are also cited. It's crazy that selfishness will never let Africa develop. Africa has come from a very, very dark past. It was bright. We were kings and queens and good leaders and people who loved each other. But when this person came, this person from the other side of the pond came, and so the beautiful Africa, he pretended to be a friend, because Africans are always hospitable people and we receive people with open heart, regardless of skin color, regardless of what we've been calling race and all that. So when these people came, we received them. And they started learning about what we were, only to find out that after trading with them and them realizing that we have a lot of things, they decided to take our brothers and sisters into slavery, take our land, take our countries, and now we are here because of that. Now, Ibrahim Traore and the AES countries have decided that enough is enough, and we have to go back to where Africa was. Like, we have to take back what is ours. But you see, there are people who don't want that, because they can continue eating with their Western supporters, and they can be rich when most of the Africans are poor. And those are the people we are talking about. So below is the plan of the infiltration of several terrorist cells, according to Minister of Security Mahamadou Sa. So the first cell of 200 people was to launch an offensive from August 30 to advance towards Ouagadougou and take control of the presidential palace of Kosiam. You remember we had a very, very bad terrorist attack in Burkina Faso, in which a lot of people, especially young people who were helping the military dig some trenches to save the city were killed by terrorists, and Ibrahim Traore could not even go to China because of that. Now, that was just the beginning of the plan, and now this plan is starting by having a first group of 200 terrorists launching an offensive from August 30 to advance towards Ouagadougou and take control of the presidential palace of Kosiam. Another unit made up of heavily armed mercenaries was to destroy the air defense systems around the capital, and a third coming from the southern border was ordered to sow chaos in the Bobo-Dioulasso area. Other units were to storm key infrastructure, including the international airport, to cancel any external support. That is definitely from the AES countries. So you see, these people are, and remember, these people are planning these attacks from Cote d'Ivoire, and the plot was hatched by former senior officials and foreign powers as well as civilians residing in Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana. The list of people involved were former President Paul-Henri Damiba, former Minister Djibril Basole and Alpha Bari, former President of the Independent National Electoral Commission Newton Ahmed Bari, former Deputy Mayor of Dori Aziz Jallo, military officers including Commander Johani Kompare and Colonel Zara, and like we said, the plot was supported by Western powers, terrorist groups and European mercenaries. That is what the minister said. The participants planned to exfiltrate their families from the country before the start of the operation. That's what he said. And Sana advised these families to denounce these plans and dissuade them from continuing this destructive path. You see, yeah, there are people who don't like to see Africa going forward. I think it's ignorance. Either they don't know, they have no future, they just want to have money, go to Paris and do some shopping with their women, and that's all, and they are good. They don't care about the rest of the population. They don't care that there's a young kid in Bobo-Dioulasso ailing, or another kid who's hungry or starving. They don't care. They just want to have them and their masters living large. And some, after stealing all these resources, they go abroad and buy apartments or buildings or whatever. They can even keep businesses, but what they forget is, as long as Africa is not respected, they will not be respected. And that's why Africa and Africans need to respect themselves first, take charge of their future and development, and that way you will never see anything like racism or prejudice. Just like China did. China was disrespected a long time ago, but now they are very much respected in the global arena. That's what Africans need. But if we keep having these leaders who run to the West to ask for support, then they come with those people who apparently are their masters, and rather than giving African chances to develop, they want the West to come and develop so that they can keep on looting. We'll never get there. So kudos to Ibrahim Traore and his government for this amazing thing that they've done. Now what they need to do is act fast, because as much as they know who have been planning, they also need to know how, or they need to work with some other people. They can work with Ghana. Ghana is supporting, we just reported the other time that Ghana is ready to support Burkina Faso fight terrorists. So they can work with Ghana, arrest those people. They can do some, there are always people willing to help in Cote d'Ivoire to arrest these people and, bring them back to Burkina. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you'd like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We are also selling Fulani hats, very beautiful hats, good for winter, for summer, for spring, for autumn. Whether there's rain or sleet, you won't get wet, especially on your face and on your shoulders. You can buy by clicking the link in the description to our online shop, or you can send us a WhatsApp message on your screen. We will see you on the next video. Bye bye.